This is Matthew 24:6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And I would like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Racha Kodash, them honors the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to you, sincere brothers of the elect out there pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth. And when you look at these trade tariffs, war starts with trade wars. Arguments over resources. And hold up, man, how we next door, and you trying to tax me on this and that? Like, come on, man. We've been doing deals for years. We've been backing you up. We've been supporting you through all these conflicts. What's going on? All right, and that's exactly how Mexico and Canada are looking at the U.S. Yeah, we're definitely in these times where, it's tension, man. It's tense. Right, because Canada actually said, hey, well, shit, you putting tariffs on us, we putting tariffs on you. Right, and I believe Canada is a big supplier of oil and gas. Mexico is a supplier of oil and gas. Hey, the U.S. is done, man. There's no bomb that can heal this place, because now you're beefing with your suppliers. They supplied, like I said, oil, gas, other products. I'm gonna review a couple of other ones. All right, you got all these different factories in Mexico. And then they were talking about Trump actually had Google to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. So now, there's going to be arguments over territorial rights and all. This stuff is starting to ramp up. And this is how war gets started. All right, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau stated that the tariffs will roll out 2 phases. February 4th, a $30 bill targeting alcohol. So they put tariffs on alcohol, produce, household goods, and industrial materials. The tariffs on the other $125 billion worth of goods will come in 21 days. American items that Canada tariffs will be applied to include beer, wine, bourbon, fruit and fruit juices, perfume, clothing, shoes, everything basically. Major consumer products, household appliances, furniture, sports equipment, other materials such as lumber and plastics. And we get a lot of lumber from Canada. So it's a lot, man. When asked if Canada would be shutting off oil exports to the U.S., Trudeau said he would be ensuring Canada's response will be equitable and it won't be damaging. Yeah, that's gonna start some conflict. And like the scriptures say, Revelation 17:16, the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore and shall make her naked, desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And when you look up the horns, those are different NATO, EU nations. Now, Canada was an original NATO nation in 1949, but it's not one of the horns. Right? It's not necessarily one of the original horns. All right, Mexico is not part of NATO. We know Canada being a commonwealth of Britain, so they're Edom. But then again, you have an Edomite running Mexico too. So this is going to be very interesting. Seeing who flips and how these things play out. All right, and you know that they're all mad because Trump is deporting all of these people from the United States back through Mexico. And then these tariffs are actually causing Canada and Mexico's currency to be devalued a little bit. All right, so it's hitting them in their pockets. And again, this is how wars start, because now it's like this becomes leverage for other nations to do business with both countries. Like, hey man, I'm noticing these prices. We got better prices over here. You need to roll with us. You know, and that's basically what's about to happen, man. America's about to piss off all of its allies. Then the Lord's going to put the spirit on them to turn against this place. All right, a lot of these jobs are about to be AI, you know, all these different little home jobs and little Microsoft Excel positions, and you know, you're on the computer running analytics for whatever this and that. Analytics is big right now, and if once they tailor AI to it and they have somebody to monitor, because it's still kind of buggy and kind of wonky, but they're still working on it, then you could cut a lot of positions. All right, it's going to be a lot of positions that are not filled now that the Northern Kingdom, a lot of them are booking it out of here too. And that's why the scriptures talks about Ecclesiastes 12:3, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, right? The military, the keepers of the house, the economists, these bankers, they're seeing the writing on the wall, right? Both countries supply housing materials too. They're talking about housing costs are going to go up. You know, and Gen Z, their biggest thing is that a lot of them, you know, which the Lord is going to pull the elect where he pulls the elect, but a lot of them are just through because they're like, we're never going to actually, we don't even have a chance at owning anything. So fuck it. You know, and that's why universal basic income is about to come on the scene, and this C-HIP has to come on the scene because people don't feel like they have a chance at being a part of this world. So all these things are gonna tailor in Esau to do a change in the buying selling currency, you know, system, all that stuff. All right, it's gonna be an overhaul, and it's like you're seeing like the last of the boomers retire and all this, and then it's around the same time. You know, Esau's like, well, shit, we got everybody basically who knows how to do digitally and has been raised up. You know, that's basically the next generations. They're all used to digital, so now we're gonna just implement that. All right, it says, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that be looking out of the windows be dark, and it's not gonna be any work. It's gonna be famine. All right, it's going to be more plagues. We're just getting started. It's February. We only in the second month. All right, hey, Revelation 6:5, we always bring this out. Matter of fact, verse 6, getting straight to the point. I heard a voice in the midst of the before beast say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see, thou hurt not the oil and the wine. I'm talking about the scriptures, but the main point, a measure of wheat for a penny and 3 measures of barley for a penny. Right? And that penny is actually talking about a denarius, which was a day's wage. So a whole day's wage for a measure of wheat, and then some measures of wheat, and then some measures of barley, which you would use those to make bread. So things are about to get very expensive. Right? Hyperinflation. And this is all why. All right, and right now Esau, like the scriptures say, go down to your soothsayers, your magicians. They're doing everything. They're going to the economists, the numerologists. Okay, these numbers say this. So we have analysts here who read the patterns of all the different numbers that we have to. You have those people. All right, you got stargazers, people. Okay, these 5 stars are going to be in this position, and then blood moon's going to occur on this day. They're trying to tell, you know, them what's about to happen, and then, you know, all the other, you know, lower level magicians and, you know, all of them too is okay. these 5 cards, the spirits had us draw. So all that bullshit, and nobody knows except the prophets and the men of the Lord. All right, but we can see it. And behind the scenes, they know that they're done. They know they're being exposed. They know that they're like, everything about Esau is being exposed, and it's by their own people. All right, you can look at all the. I remember when YouTube first started, when all these exposés on shit. You know, it was goofy stuff. It was video games. It was people taking pictures of their pets, their kids. Music videos and stuff that had just kind of popped on the scene. Vivo. Now you look up, George W. Bush, the secrets behind this, which a lot of that information, some of that information is false. You have to do research on it. But everything is you have so many exposés now. The expose on Obama, expose on Bill Clinton. Right? Esau, your covering cast is lifted, man. Your shame is being shown. And that's throwing them off on all levels, because now they can't do the sneaky shit anymore. All right? The little media circus game, it's not working anymore. All right? So just a quick update. And ultimately, throughout all of this, man, the men of the Lord are going to be straight. Meanwhile, these people, I don't see us getting to this summer, but it's definitely going to affect the festivities. It's going to affect, that Chipotle guacamole. It's going to affect driving around. Everything is about to be hit. Right? Everybody's pockets are about to be hit this year. Right? And it's through deliberate strategy. Let me see. You got China talking shit too, and coordinated statements from China's Foreign Ministry and Commerce Ministry. Beijing denounced the tariffs and said China would take unspecified corresponding countermeasures. All right. The Foreign Ministry said China had taken steps to help the U.S. deal with fentanyl, and that shit's still finna come through here, man. And Esau finna allow it to come through here because they make money off of it. All right, though hand join the hand, the wicked will not go unpunished. You can read on what they're about to put taxes on, but it's about to get tight, man. It's about to get real tight. All right, hey, continue to pray, continue to have faith. The Lord is going to be with his elect ultimately anyway. And let's see the Lord continue to work, continue to bring judgment on the earth. And we're going to continue to pray for mercy and deliverance, man. Shalom to the elect.